So what I want to do is show you in this video some key areas to make sure that you're updating pretty regularly to add keywords into your LinkedIn profile so that people can find you, you can network with more people, you can expand your world per se. So I'm going to go here to my profile, click on my profile. And what you first want to know is that each section here is pretty much a very valuable place to add some essentially search engine optimization. So as I scroll through this section, I want you to think about all these different experiences and opportunities that can help support your being found on LinkedIn. So the first thing up here, so I click in and edit this profile. Your headline needs to have some keywords, web designer, professor of computer science, technology. Even my current position is a good keyword. People can find me where I work, what I'm about, places I've gone to school, regions, all are great ways to add keywords to people finding you if they're looking for people in a certain area or a particular industry. These are important areas, all right? So make sure that is tight with keywords, and you want to think about keywords that are good for the area of working you want to think of. You also want to focus on soft skills, keywords and soft skills. So here under the About is another essential place to think about keywords. So just notice here, I've included the words K-12, digital research, digital literacy, robotics, digital learning. Those are all important words in my field, and they help to have people find me if they're looking for certain elements and components. So here I have also my LinkedIn, an email so that people want to connect with me on LinkedIn, they can. I have my Twitter, and I also have my YouTube page. And also remember here, YouTube, under media, I've added multiple videos that enable me to kind of share videos that I've made, kind of like little video updates, articles that have been posted that I've been involved with. If someone has a newspaper article in a project or piece of work in schools that I've been involved with, I've had it added here. Videos from pages that I've done student projects with, and of course presentations that I've done in the past. So this is a great place to add a presentation. It also adds keywords. It adds, of course, a variety of different things that you want to share about yourself. So it's a great place. So I'll skip past the dashboard as that doesn't provide a ton of search engine capability. But of course, if you write an article, it's a great place to kind of, have a title tied to your name, topics that you're interested in writing with. Under every job that you have is an opportunity to add keywords. So let me look at my job right here. Director of Digital Learning. It's a full-time job. Company, and often companies have a company symbol. When you find the company, you add it. North Reading Public Schools, and that ties you to others in the organization. The location of the company. I'm currently working in this role. It has a start date. And I have some other jobs that are asking me if I want to end because I've been currently listed as an adjunct at Bunker Hill Community College for 8 years, 2 months. Adjunct professor in Northern Essex Community College, and I can update my industry, I can update my headline, but I have this headline here. I could probably add a couple lines to this. Provides leadership and support for digital learning by assisting administrators' education in the North Reading Public Schools community with the infusion of technology throughout the district. So just something to think about. It's all of a way to describe what you do, or if you're in the job search field, what you'd like to do, and how some of these skills that you have in these other positions have now led you to your next position. All right, so it's on that I share it with my network. I'm going to hit save. So media, experience in media. So all these different jobs show a lot of different keywords and text. So make sure that you have added as many potential important keywords to each one of these descriptions of other jobs. I was a program coordinator in Andover. I was a digital learning specialist. I was a technology teacher in Winchester. I was a special ed teacher in Haverhill. All of these places add valuable places to add keywords around your skill set. My education, I have a doctorate degree. These are all potential places. So what I did with the doctorate degree is I had an entry level, not an entry level, but a dissertation topic, which I have included in this. It was as a major part of that degree, and all about what my final research project was. I did my Master's of Arts and Learning at Endicott College, and I had some others, professional development work that I've done with them. I've added that, and I have a BFA from Tufts University, which I've been able to add some keyword in there. So adding also to it is, any certifications or license areas that you have, you really want to reflect on. If you have a license or a certification, or maybe you've started one, not quite finished, it's always a chance that you could put it in there and say completed as a certain date. And we'll go ahead and do that. So you also want to add volunteer experience. This is a great way to quickly add any experience you have with volunteering. I've worked with other educators to read their dissertation, so I then gave them feedback and was on their committee. I was a mentor in the Winchester Public Schools. I worked with students to mentor them in their projects. But if you're just starting out, adding volunteer experience to the area under volunteer experience is a great way to add some extra keywords and also show people your range and ability of working in a particular field. And of course, skills and endorsements, which can be supported by other people, is a great way to kind of get started with other people endorsing you for particular skills. And of course, recommendations, always great ways. All of this is search engine powered. So if you add a certain key, you'll definitely be able to empower people to find you. If you have certain things written in your profile, it'll help them find you. And one of the final areas here is accomplishments. If you've taken courses, you had a specific honor or award, an additional language, or you belong to any organizations, it's a great opportunity to highlight it here, all more keyword power. If you've added any projects, so what I did was I made a huge list of projects that I worked on over time, and I have decided to include them all within the projects area here of LinkedIn. And if I've ever had any publications that were published, or any posts on people's blogs, or topics that I've written about, I would include it here in the publications. And of course, general interest. So if you look through here, you can see there are a lot of different ways that you can pump up your LinkedIn profile to really reflect who you are. And it really is important to kind of sell yourself and have people understand all your different capabilities and abilities, and different roles and jobs that you've had over time, and also to add any sort of certifications or keywords around certain job roles. I would encourage you to go back and look at job descriptions and take words from those job descriptions that you've had in the past and see how you can create a crossover of those skills, so that you can have them adequately reflected in each part of these profiles.